Hi, my name is Lauren Drew, and today I'm going to be talking about depression in college students and how important social and emotional support is. I'm also going to be talking to you about how to be a good support system in their lives if you find out someone that you know or one of your loved ones is struggling. So, have you ever heard of someone in your life that you could tell was struggling but you weren't sure how to help them? Maybe they were having a breakdown or a panic attack, or maybe they just seemed down. Many college students struggle with mental illness, and it is often overlooked. I myself struggle with mental illness as a college student, and it is no easy feat. Today, I will be telling you the signs of mental illness and some ways that you can support them socially and emotionally. For many students, including myself, friends are the biggest supporters that you have in college. Paying attention to your friends is very important to see how they are doing in their life and see if you can catch on to any signs that they might not be doing the best. So let's begin by learning about some of these signs of depression that you may notice in your friends. So, some things about depression is a very widespread condition with many symptoms. One may experience these symptoms if they're depressed: a loss of interest in activities, sleep and appetite changes, guilt and hopelessness, fatigue, restlessness, concentration problems, and even suicidal tendencies. Now, you may notice this in your friends or loved ones, but there are different forms of depression. So each one does have similar and overlapping characteristics, but all of the disorders share a depressed mood symptom that parallels the core experience of the problem. So now that you know more about the signs and symptoms of depression, let's look a little bit closer at the ways social and emotional support can help people with depression. So research has actually shown that those with high quality or quantity of social networks have a decreased risk in mortality in comparison to those who have low quantity or quality of social relationships. Results have also showed that supportive behaviors predicted better mental health, while control behaviors predicted worse mental health. So mental health has definitely become more relevant in past years especially, but over the past 10, 20 years it has become more. But awareness does not always lead to action. So beyond awareness, teaching you kind of how to help the mentally distressed. So research actually shows that while faculty and students may recognize signs of psychological distress in others on campus, many feel unprepared to approach and help those in need. There has been a visible push to improve student well-being on campus, such as yoga classes, de-stress activities, and even a time where you can come and play with puppies during finals or midterms week. But this is not the same as addressing mental disorders. A study from the University of Michigan actually stated that nearly 1/3 of their students are dealing with mental health issues, from panic and anxiety disorders to depression at any given time. This statistic may surprise you because it honestly surprised me. When you are feeling depressed or anxious, you can feel very alone. Knowing this statistic makes me feel better that there are so many other people dealing with the same thing. There also is a big push for peer groups centered on the topic of mental health. Students must survive their mental health problems all the other hours outside of the 1 or 2 that they spend in counseling a week. So a peer network that is available 24/7 can do a lot to replace old support systems or create ones where there wasn't one before. And now that you know the basics of depression and how much emotional and social support can help, here are some ways that you can help someone struggling with depression. It is really important to do research about depression, especially if a friend or someone you know comes to you for help. You must remember not to put all of their weight on your shoulders. You know as a person how much you can handle, and sometimes it is the better option to reach out for help from someone else if you feel the problem is too big. And depression is a really serious condition. If a friend comes to you talking about this, do not underestimate the seriousness of depression. You also should never take their symptoms personal. When you are in a depressed state of mind, it may make your emotions go off the charts and can cause you to be mean towards someone else or even lash out. And you can't take these to heart if someone acts this way towards you. If you feel that your loved one is acting this way, it can be the depression talking and not them. And it can also be hard to start the conversation if you feel that your loved one is having symptoms of depression. The biggest point you can follow is that being a compassionate listener is much more important than giving advice. Many times, they just want someone to talk to and just listen to them instead of trying to problem solve stuff for them. They already have a ton going on in their head, they just want to get it out and have someone to talk to. And once you have that first conversation, don't expect that to be the end of it. don't expect that you talked about it once, okay, that's it, now we never have to talk about it again. Because depressed individuals can withdraw and isolate themselves. You should try to express your concern and willingness to listen to them over and over, but also being gentle about it. Getting mad at them or upset or frustrated helps nothing. If you are feeling big emotions about their emotions, don't take it out on them. That is something that you need to figure out yourself or go to one of your support systems to deal with. So all of this information and tips can be vital if your loved one is suffering from depression. So today I summarized some basic knowledge about depression and its symptoms, how vital social support is, and how you can help someone you know who is struggling with depression. I hope the next time that you encounter someone who is struggling or a friend comes to you for help, you will think back on my speech and be able to help them or send them to someone that can provide them with help. Thank you.